Good.
I'm not shaming you, Kev. I'm just honestly shocked because I thought
came over and was like, he saw my post where I said I don't want to work, I want to work out, but in a very real way I don't. And he was like, I'll be at your house Friday. I was like, what?
This is your old trainer?
This is dude training for Kev on everything.
Oh yes.
So now my legs are killing me. My thighs are burning.
Don't it feel like you got low blood sugar?
Post twerk feels like a lot.
I worked out. I ate healthy yesterday and today, and I just still look the same.
Don't you hate that there's not immediate?
I need to see
immediately
answers.
That's why it's always good to eat foods that bloat you. So as soon as you cut it out, your stomach goes down, and then you're like, oh.
That's what I did.
I see. I see you. I see you. Yes, I can't wait till this.
All right, Kev, I'm about to send you the link.
Lose a certain amount of pounds.
That would be nice to lose a certain amount, but if I get to a certain size and I haven't hit that amount, I'll be all right.
So it's the size more important.
Absolutely.
I love that Greg shot the building of the. That's great content. That's great content.
He has way more personality by himself than I thought.
He does.
He was great. I was very impressed.
Greg's always trying to be hard for everybody, man. Just smile, man.
He just grew up in Atlanta. You want water?
I got a whole
I feel you,
half
Kev.
a gallon.
I got one thing.
Oh, I
He's
think
so busy
Greg.
trying to be hard. He really ain't though. He is a goofy.
No, but he's talked about. That was actually one of the things that we talked about when we were talking about the book on the way to the show last time.
Oh, really?
He's like, I'm really trying to like uninstall that, and mainly it's because like who he sees around, you know, like
Nobody
working
like
and stuff.
that
Yeah,
around
it's
here.
like
Greg reminds me so much of Marcus. It's crazy.
Marcus Tank?
Yes, Marcus used to be. You would have thought, if you would have met him, like not in the way you have, that he had no personality and that he was just not a nice person.
Really?
Mm-hmm. But I was like, how is this serving you though? Like, what is this doing for you that's beneficial? Like, if you can tell me how. And so he's at the top of this year. He said he was purposefully going to work on like being more personable and coming out of his shell
Was he
quicker.
like just a jerk before?
It was just like if he didn't have time for you, like you would get nothing. Like he didn't like to meet people for the sake of meeting people. He's like, if he didn't instantly have a vibe with you, he would be like, why are you still sitting up in my face? But he wasn't like.
actually, Kev. Next time I want to try something. You know how copy and paste works between devices?
Yeah.
I want to try and copy it on this computer and see if you could just paste it directly on your phone next time.
Okay.
But that's just something I thought about right now. That's not important and irrelevant.
It might be possible.
Because I've done that a couple of times with stuff, and I think it's a cool little feature.
All right. So what did y'all work out? What did y'all work?
I was doing squats, all type of squats and lunges and stuff.
Squats. That'll get you. That'll get that weight off quick.
Legs are burning now. I didn't want to do it.
I don't think
realized the change in my mind. It was an upper limit problem. Did I tell you?
Tell you
What I realized what my issue was?
Would it? No, you didn't.
I had convinced myself I couldn't have everything.
That you couldn't.
Time wise,
No,
You
just
couldn't
in
have
life.
the money,
couldn't have
the body.
creative thing, and
Wow.
be physically like.
Coming
So
from
when I
you,
would start,
Kev, really?
listen, and I told myself it was a discipline issue, but this discipline issue ain't even my personality.
Right.
But what I realized is I would start to lose weight. People start complimenting me, and I'm like, nope. This is too much. This is.
I'm focusing too much on this, or
too
what?
Much pressure to upkeep that.
I don't know if it's to upkeep, but like if I have this, then people will be like, dang, he really has a beautiful wife, healthy kids. He has his career. He has this and that, and now he's in shape too. Is it gonna work from that distance?
Please.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Did you do it for Angel?
I mean, she normally is. She's not like up on it.
I want to do Amar.
You were afraid of having it all.
Okay. So anyway, and also like for me, it doesn't work to be like, I don't want to be fat anymore because I really don't care.
Right.
But what's sounding better to me is I want the life I deserve. And I actually can have it if I work for it. Everything else in my life that I've worked for, I've got
come to fruition. Yeah.
So why not this? And I've done it before. So I feel like with this different mindset, I will be seeing things differently because now I'm not purposely undoing the work. Because I would literally work out and then be like, nah, milkshake. Make sure I stay a little soft.
Man, I work out so I can eat bad. To be honest with you.
There's some people do
And
that.
you don't have to eat perfect,
No.
right? Part of it is like,
It's
when I go to
moderation.
Chick-fil-A, I go 12 pack, large fry, large Arnold Palmer, and the mango passion sometimes. A little bit of milkshake, sip it on up.
500,000 calories.
Literally,
that you just,
milkshake alone is 1,000.
Yeah.
But if
yeah.
you just want, you gotta have Chick-fil-A. And I be knowing the stuff. Get a kid's meal, just to get a little see what it tastes
something.
like.
Right.
Get 4-pack with the baby fry and the water.
Right. No.
I started ordering. I mean, I said it like I've done it consistently, but I started ordering the kids pizza from CPK. That little
Really?
four-piece joint takes the edge off.
Right.
Take the edge off.
That's all you know.
I don't
see-
need to be completely full to be
You guys want some?
not hungry.
Well, that's I
Yeah.
do need a little bit. That's the reason why I do love Weight Watchers.
Girl, we know what WW is.
Well, listen, I just well no,
Go ahead and do your little plug.
Go ahead.
Do your little
Listen.
plug then.
they treat your girl good. But no, the reason why I do like them is because I can still have the things that I crave. It now teaches me, but you ain't got to have all of it. You just need a little
I
some of
want
it.
the cake.
Right.
You can't have a little slice?
No, all of it. The whole circle of the cake.
Well, Fat Sal's been putting a whole slice of cheesecake.
Fat Sal's is utterly ridiculous. They don't need to do all that.
I'm ordering it today.
Well, listen, Marcus realized that him not letting me get a housekeeper was an upper limit problem. I was like, Marcus, this is my zone of incompetence. I need you to understand. I will never be good at this.
I told Melissa that. Melissa this is one of the other reasons I want her to read the book. There's you trying to be, there's so much gay said, but trying to be your mom, right? Your mom was a stay-at-home mom.
Right.
That don't even compare. Or she worked a job, that she got y'all up and dressing out of the house and then went to another job. Like, that's not running your own business. No
it's
disrespect.
different.
It's just you're holding yourself to a different standard
Right.
of time and person. For me, I'd be like, bro, I would get a housekeeper to come 2 or 3 times a week. I would throw my jaws on the ground and have somebody be like, "Ooh, boy, you worked out."
Listen, that's what I want, Kev. Finally, Marcus agreed yesterday. He's like, I ain't gonna, because he
Did you
kept.
buy one?
No, but I plan on getting one to come on the 26th because I know I can be out of the house all day. I'll be like, have your way.
Have your way.
I've got a lot of people. A lot of my friends have housekeepers.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna figure out which one
Let's
of
be
theirs.
cleaning
we'll
up
use.
before she comes. I'd be like, girl, get my money worth. I want her to come in and be like, oh, y'all niggas didn't even try.
Right. That's right. Oh, I can't wait. That day, y'all, I'm going to feel so good. I think creatively I'll be able to do more, too.
You just shouldn't have to worry about stuff like that.
Right. And my mind be like, wow.
With your talent, that's another part of the book I like. It's being able to be a master of your time.
Yes.
Like Einstein time. Yeah. All right, y'all ready?
Been ready.
My energy is low. It's because I worked out for a long time and my thighs are burning. And also, I lost my Invisalign tray that I only had for 4 days. So I had to skip to the next tray.
Oh,
And
so
my
so
teeth
what's
are on
hurting?
fire.
your teeth weren't ready for that.
I don't feel good at all.
I'm so
My
sorry.
thighs are like, the fact, I wish I could stand up and release, because, I'm a big leg boy.
Yeah.
And he was like, squats, more squats. I was like, that'll be hurting me.
Yeah.
But
I can empathize with you, so I'm
that
sorry.
first workout back, it'd be like, your body be like, hey,
worse
hey,
thing. Right.
hey, what's happening?
In between the.
When I started working out after I had little Marcus, it was horrible.
Yeah.
And then when I got home, I didn't realize how bad it was until I fell out of my car. I tried to step out of the Corolla. That's what I had at the time. And my legs decided not to hold me. So I was on the driveway, rolling over, trying to get up. So I understand you, but at least you walked in.
I walked in. And now I'm like, no more starting and stopping. All my excuses, my good excuses, the travel and stuff, gone. I literally,
7 months gone.
And I really was like, but the gyms is closed. What do I have to do with you eating Chick-fil-A?
But don't it feel good when you actually start seeing the results, when you actually start being like, ooh.
Before it didn't.
Really?
It felt good, but I didn't like the attention of it. The way I was
you
with
talking about
compliments-
other people? Yeah.
Upper limit. Melissa would be in the shower. She'd be like, "Hey, slim it down." I'd be like, "I'll be fat. Don't even mention it." But now, my fear of my upper limit problem is because of the way my personality is. I can't be small.
You're going to have to let go of some of the self-deprecating stuff that you like to do.
Yeah.
Oh, but that's good, though. That's going to push you comedically.
I don't want to be pushed.
That's going to push you.
If I lost 40 pounds, I'd have all new material. Not all new, but I have a lot of new
You
material.
have a lot of new
Oh,
material.
speaking of that, the show's tonight. I'm excited. The air quality was a little bit better. Yesterday, it smelled like somebody was barbecuing in the entire city of LA.
Yeah, my car's covered in ash.
Ash everywhere. It's like, man,
really
mind your
bad.
business with your ash sheet.
Mm-hmm.
Ash.
I took some lotion and put it on my car yesterday.
It's
No.
ridiculous. It was like being in
Jerking.
a rice filter.
Oh, it's so terrible. Hopefully the earth will stop being on fire
The
here
earth
soon.
is like,
Literally, the entire west side of America is on fire from like Texas over.
Jesus.
have y'all seen them pictures of San Francisco?
Bro, it's
It looks
people
like
are
a
like,
doggone. It looked like Mars.
people
Yeah,
trying to
look,
get photo
I
shoots.
understand.
People are like, oh, we should get a shoot in. Bro, this is somber. No, wave this
But
up.
also,
It's fire.
flicks are fire.
fun.
These flicks are fire. Let's get lit.
All right, what up, y'all? It's your boy Kev on Stage. Welcome to Here's the Thing. I'm Kev on Stage. This is
That chick Angel.
and we're here for another banger of a bonus episode.
Banger.
Banging on your head.
Banger
Smash that like button.
Banger.
Smash that subscribe button.
Banger.
Smash that
Smash.
Patreon upgrade button.
Smash it.
Smash your baby's
Banger.
father's child support payments up.
Banger.
Cleared checks.
Smash them. You got me
Uh,
right mid-drink. Go ahead.
Tap in with us tonight. Keep your distance comedy. Great show. $10 tickets for y'all always and forever. I know. Are you into football?
College, not
College?
NFL.
Okay. So I didn't even realize the NFL started
Me neither.
yesterday until I saw a highlight on Twitter. And then I saw that the Texans and the Chiefs locked arms in a show of unity.
God, that was
And
so
the
bad.
fans, I didn't know there was going to be fans at the game either, but they were socially distanced fans. They booed
Yeah.
the sign of unity.
Yeah.
But they
No
weren't.
flag.
But they weren't kneeling.
No kneeling.
But the flag wasn't.
No Kaepernick. We just saying, let's be the boo y'all togetherness.
Buddhist unity.
Be apart. What are you boo? How you booing unity? All we just saying is we stand apart, separate but equal. Boo.
Over football.
Boo.
This-
What are you? What were they booing, Angel?
You know, if back in the Roman days, if you were to go to a gladiator competition, you would be mad if they were hugging. You'd be like, somebody must die. Die, I say. So they weren't here for that mess. They
But
were
just
like,
unity?
yeah, the people are angry and they want someone to take it out on someone else.
What about this? Makes you be like, yeah, tackle him. Boo
Right,
this.
yeah.
Boo, don't love each other.
If you went to a WWE match and they started doing chorus line kicks, you'd be like, what is going on? I came here to see some blood, to see some flips, to see some slams, and that's not what they were getting.
Angel, these people got straight boo. How you boo a sign of support? All they saying is, I'm with you. Don't be with them blacks. Leave them out there.
There you go. That's
Don't
what
be
it
with
is.
them, man. I don't want no politics in football.
They don't want it. They're like, we didn't come here to think about them, even though we're watching them play on the field. Shut it up.
Now, if you concuss their quarterback, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tackle him, hurt him.
Yes.
His ACL is torn. I love it. His life is in danger from the law. I do not care about those things.
Yeah. What?
That sounds like a personal problem to me.
Is this a first down or not? That's all they care about.
It kind of baffles me, right? I think about this in terms of race a lot.
Uh-huh.
Sports weren't integrated, right? Then the coach at UTEP in El Paso, he said, I'm going to go all 5 black people. Them white boys start getting dunked on. They was like, all right, we got to do something.
Right.
One SEC team got a black running back. Nobody could catch it. They was like, we're at least going to have to get a black person on defense
Yeah.
to catch him. Because these white dudes, and
They ain't
I'm
gonna do
not
it.
all for, the Negroes having stuff, but
But
We gotta win.
We need to see them entertain us. And so we can have some victory. We need, the best of the best that they got. But they don't want to hear about what's happening once they take off that uniform or once they take off that helmet.
I'm gonna tell you what's confusing, right? Your black player scores a touchdown. You're like, yeah, yes. He kneels. You're like, boo! You're asking too much of me.
That makes you a person and not a workhorse. No.
My head. You're giving me too many thoughts. I want to cheer your athletic prowess, but boo your personal beliefs.
Yeah.
Don't bring them in. Now I have to think about you being black. I just want you to be the quarterback, not the black quarterback.
Right. They want to see you. They're like, when we go to the Derby, we don't have to know what that horse's problems are. We don't need to know that it hasn't seen its mom and that its mom got put down and shot in the head and turned into glue. It just runs and wins. That's how they want.
They lucky
Negroes.
horses can't tell. What if the horses was kneeling like, hey, my mama went down. They got my mama turned into glue. You tell my mama, I ain't running no race, man. No. I ain't running no race until we get our rights as horse people. You know what I'm saying? We don't be getting good straw. Horses, he broke his foot. They killed him over a broken foot. All the horses, everybody. Nay.
You are stupid.
Nay. We ain't running no more.
No more.
They lucky they don't speak horse. Them
Yeah.
horses got problems.
They do. But if they
horses
did,
be
if they
pissed.
spoke, I'm going to tell you now, you would have those people in the big hats going, boo! Shut up, Wilbur! Shut up! Boo! Shut up. They got those weird names. Shut up, lady, where's red? Boo! That's why you came in second. You're worthless.
I want black people to start naming horses. I want to do black people horse names because you can have a whole phrase.
Yeah.
I would have some sweet black. My horse be like, y'all got set. Because I like spades. You a liar, you a cheat. That would have me a horse name. Can you imagine a horse race with black names? You a liar, you a cheat in first.
Come around the bend.
Get your black tail in the house. It's coming around the bend.
Baby daddy is bringing up the rear. He's bringing up the rear.
Tell Jamal, call me now. It's 5 links back.
It's the first of the month. What's disqualified?
Box braids was the #1 contender, and box braids is at the back of the pack. We are really surprised. Box braids was supposed to win wire to wire, but now your lace run is showing. It's pulling around the corner. Your lace run is showing with the win.
Triple crown.
Triple crown winner. Gold Grills is out. I told you to put that chicken in the sink in 7th place.
Oh.
Do I got McDonald's money in 8th?
In 8th.
What a race.
You are dumb. Why did that tangent even happen? This is what happens on Here's the Thing. Just
we be out here.
We started at football. We started at kneeling to doing a fake race with I want coffin acrylics not being able to compete. Like what?
Horses. Speaking of horses, you know how the best horses are made, right? They be mating horses.
Yeah. They put
that.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was watching a video on this. They have a teaser mare.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they bring the horse into the little sex area.
Mm-hmm.
They got a teaser mare over there. She over there.
Yeah.
Blinking at him.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it's finna get active. Okay?
Uh-huh.
They put his horse peen in a warm fake horse vagina.
Yep.
And he gets up. Listen, this quarantine, I've been going down YouTube. The stuff you spend 2 hours watching YouTube be having some stuff.
Yeah.
So they put the horse peen in a warm vagina. So dude's job is to basically masturbate the horses, collect the semen.
So
and he was happy to do it.
Because I'm sure he's getting paid and
during the pandemic? That's job security.
Yeah.
And horse peens
are gigantic.
I was like, I never had really thought about.
They'd be on that blue chew, that blue salt lick.
They ain't got to have no chew or no blue. The way these things come out, oh.
I said, God, They blurred the peen out. The horse had 5 legs.
I was supposed to say that's what it looked like. It blurred out a leg.
The woman's over there like, nah, we got.
Sorry, is this video buffering? I don't understand the pixelation.
Right. So they, he collects the sample, right? And that brings me to my next thought. Joe Budden.
Oh, bless him.
Is in some hot water because he admitted that he masturbates his dog.
He needs to be in hot
Hold
water to
on.
disinfect himself.
Hold
You heard it.
on.
Joe Budden,
Yes.
in the court documents, Joshua, Sin Santana was like, Sin Santana was like, Joe Budden be kissing my son in the mouth. That's
she said.
weird.
She's like, I don't like it.
I want him to stop. Also, he's got a weird relationship with animals.
Yeah, clearly he likes to pump that up. Am I right?
I can never listen to Pump It Up again.
Pump. That ruined Too Fast, Too Furious for me. Keep going.
Oh my God.
That is so disgusting. I had my Yorkie that's now dead. I had her mated. Yeah, she's dead.
Why you set it up like that?
I'm sorry. It's-
She's still grieving.
Yes, she's gone. But I had her mated a few years back. She had a litter, and the dog that she was the sir that we had gotten, he would start pumping and his thing wasn't in. Like he would just
do a preview pump.
Yes, she would allow him to mount her, and then his penis would be nowhere, and I'd be like,
She's probably just like, sir, figure
Right.
it out.
She's
It's
like-
not working.
No.
It's not working for me or
I'm
you.
in my mind.
So I would have to put on gloves and redirect him to her, and that alone made me want to vomit on the back of his back onto her back because it feels
It's a
disgusting.
vomit train.
It is. Everybody. So the fact and that was just to redirect, to just push it over so he would be in the right place.
What was he thinking?
The dog?
The dog.
Oh, he was like, he ain't had no
He's
coochie
like, look,
ever.
I smell butt. It's close enough.
It's like, guys, am I doing it?
Right.
Am I?
He's like, I've never had coochie before. Is this what it feels like? Feel like, wow, she's so massive. Wow. Never thought it would be like this. I was like, oh my God, if you don't put it in the right place. So if the doggy penis feels weird, the thought of somebody stroking it multiple times.
Yeah, and he said it. It ain't just in the docs. There was a video on Twitter where he said, we've all done some things to make our pets feel good.
No.
And his
Gave her a hot dog.
let me see if I got the video.
Maybe a burger every once in a while. I don't know.
Yes. Like, what in the Scooby-Doo sex tapes is he really into? Like,
No, I can't find the video.
that is
but
called bestiality.
That's bestiality.
Completely.
That's bestiality. Listen, you can't jump out there and say, we've all done this, and people are like, no, actually, that's just you, bro.
Nobody has done that.
No, nobody does that. That's just you.
The only you, sir. Like, I might let my dog, like, I might drop food on the floor for it to eat. That's about as far as I'm going to go for pleasure for a dog.
That statement is like, we've all let our dogs sleep in the bed sometimes. Like, that's the thing that people are like, I don't always do it, but like.
Sometimes.
Yeah, we don't all be like, we all jacked our dogs off.
Excuse me.
Joe, you've done that?
No, we haven't.
People don't be, we mostly just pet them and wash them. I do Frisbee. One time I let him lick the spoon of peanut butter, but I immediately put it in the sink.
Right.
I didn't go back to it. We haven't. We don't
do that.
That's a dog peeing.
When you hear something that off, that makes you begin to like ask other people, like, are you the only normal one? Like, wait, is that what people are doing?
It's not. No, it's not.
That's not what I've been doing. Like, I've owned multiple dogs, and none of them have been jacked off by me. So I'm not sure if that came with your manual from PetSmart.
Angel's old dog. Hey, did she ever jack you up? Never. We didn't even ask her that. We humped the couch. We humped each other. We were celibate. We were, she's a black woman. We ain't been, that ain't anything we talk about in this house. Come on, don't be disrespectful.
Yeah, she said the only lipstick she deals with is Fenty. She's not dealing with my lipstick. None of it. you
That's
come
the line.
with your
That's the line.
Is that the line? We're talking about masturbating dogs, and me saying lipstick is the line.
I guess the whole face thing was just like, how do we get here?
Right. No,
I put
that's
it in the doc, and then I was just like, when I
Yeah.
saw it trending, I was like, what did Joe Budden say now? Charlemagne did. I was like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a line.
And he also went into a whole tirade. He went into a 45-minute tirade about Charlemagne. So I don't know if you heard the news.
I know that Charlemagne signed a deal with iHeart Music, but I didn't hear about what he said about Charlemagne.
So Charlemagne be on the Black King ownership stuff, right? So Joe Budden, because he's got his Spotify deal is ending, and he still owns his show. Apparently, Spotify had told him, we're going to let you into the analytics and tell you how your show does, let you into the ad revenue share. He had asked Jay-Z, would y'all let me see the analytics? And Jay-Z was like, absolutely not.
Oh, wow.
And Joe Budden was like, okay, well, at least you were honest. Spotify said they were going to, and then they were like, absolutely not.
Wow.
So he offered him, he wanted a bonus and vacation days, and they were like, here's a used Rolex.
Right, we'll
Like,
give you a watch.
Literally.
Right.
A used Rolex like it's 1993. Like, rappers know better now.
Yeah.
So he basically went on a 45-minute tirade about how you have to own your stuff. You know, like
what you're doing.
Yeah. And I was really like, here's my thing about that. And this is no shade, no disrespect.
Uh-huh.
Everybody's not built to own their stuff.
Right.
The deals, and also there's a time and place for that, right? If Charlemagne, it might not be a wise business decision to make the business play he has with those podcasts. He's got like 85 South and Horrible Decisions. He basically created a black podcast network and pulling all those views together to get paid. And iHeart Media or CBS Viacom, some combination of those companies are like, we're going to pay you more for bringing all these things together. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. I think Joe Budden's issue is that Charlemagne was always preaching ownership, and instead of owning something, he took the employee route. Yeah. This is kind of why I'm always like, when people get mad, like not get mad, but like shame entrepreneurs. Of like, y'all gotta, if you don't quit your job, you ain't no real boss. No, my all deaf job was my investment capital into Kevin State Studios, right? So I guess there's a time and place to do it all. You can take iHeart's money and because he's going to legitimately help all those podcasts, right? They're gonna get paid, he's gonna get paid. And then there's room for Kevin State Studios where I'm like, I see the value in owning things. Even though the ownership process takes a lot longer.
Takes a whole lot
so,
longer.
We'll talk about the app right now. Real quick, somebody asked me, how do we do a comedy show VIP package? I just want to clarify that real quick. We've been thinking about it, but it's not as easy as you think virtually. Right. Usually what people want is early access to the comedians. I can't guarantee the comedians come early. Right. I can't guarantee they stay late. So basically what I'm saying is put more on me. The last hour before the show, I'm promoting, so I can't do a VIP experience then. And after the show, gotta be ready to go home. Extending the show is an opportunity, but they have to renegotiate with the comedians. One of the reasons they're okay doing their real material is because they know the thing disappears in 24 hours. If I start talking about 48 hours, you're talking about an issue. Somebody else is like, why don't you let us buy a season package of 6 shows and things like that? I don't want to do that either because it's not as simple as that. You know what I mean? Because you got to have these people and send them the link, and then they didn't watch it, they're going to be mad. And also, for whatever reason, we have to shift dates. Like, it's not as easy as we thought. So we're still thinking about that. But we were meeting with Brennan about the app that we're working on. Kevin State Studios is in pre-production, right? Me and Marcus have got a show we're working on that just went from YouTube to potentially on the app. Yeah. And when we're sitting there meeting, me, Melissa, Brennan, Tony, and their team, I'm like, man, when you own your stuff, I can't make 4 shows at once. I got to make Melissa's dating show. Yeah. Shoot that, edit that, air that. Yeah. The Real Comedians Challenge show, shoot that, edit that, air that. You know, Bald and the Beautiful, me and Marcus, we don't have, if I had outside investment, I could get $300,000, make all 4 at the same time. But now I have to answer to those people.
Yeah.
And a lot of times when you get outside investment, what the first thing they do is rush results.
Yes.
I want my money back quick. Now you're not might do stuff you wouldn't normally want to do,
Right.
Because I got to make the people happy. I got to get the investment back. If it's my money and I'm slowly building it, I only answer to the audience,
Right.
and myself creatively. I don't have to please somebody else at the expense of the content. And luckily, my audience is like, take your time,
Right.
own it. Like Tyler Perry. What I admire most about him, he built them plays way back before anybody who was actually watching those plays knew about him.
Yeah.
He really popped thanks to bootlegs.
That's
My
how
first 5
everybody-
times seeing him was somebody with a shiny CD like, yo, we finna watch this Tyler.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know where they even got that from.
Right. People recording up in that daggone.
Yeah. People
Theater.
selling, like, and, he gets it. Like, obviously, he doesn't want that.
Right.
But then when he came to movies, I went and bought them, right?
Yeah.
But he is getting rich in his 40s and 50s,
Right.
right? A rapper who takes the record label's money, they're rich in their 20s, but they're not necessarily still rich in their 40s and 50s.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm happier to do it slower and right than to do it fast and in 15 years be like, dang,
Right.
it ain't what I wanted anyway. So I get what Joe was saying about that, but I don't necessarily think Charlemagne is wrong, if that makes sense.
Well, I don't feel like there's one way to build Black wealth. I don't think there's one way to, like, be an important part in the Black ecosystem. And while Tyler Perry, what he has done is phenomenal, that does not then take away from what Issa Rae did. That doesn't
Nope.
take away from what the girl from Chewing Gum, Michaela Cole. It doesn't take away from what other people are doing. And for us to feel like someone has to follow a specific blueprint, we are boxing people in, and it might not be their lane for them to even be in. Like,
Well, also to your point, Issa Rae takes HBO Insecure money, which is a lie. She makes all those movies, which is a lie. And then she starts Color Creative, continues to fund Color Creative,
Right.
which is her own company.
Yeah.
Right? Viola Davis, they do that same thing. John Boyega took Disney's money from
Right.
Star Wars, which is a lot of money.
yeah,
Now he's funding his own production company and telling his stories.
right.
So that's also good business.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to shame him at that stage, especially because he follows me on Twitter, when I know that production company is born out of that.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we, as in Black people, we don't have the first investment capital from our families to get that
To
stuff.
start up, yeah, very few. I have. Well, yeah, my grandfather, he invested a small $100,000 for me to start up. Like,
Or my great grandfather had slaves.
right, exactly.
Like that slave money listen, this is what infuriates me about this conversation.
What?
You know what the first capital was? Real estate.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Even if you sold the slaves,
have
you
some
already
real estate.
built the plantation.
Yeah.
If you just sell the plantation,
Right.
you have that money. The fact that I'll be able to give my sons each a home
Yeah.
to do with what they want, sell, flip, turn into a trap house, means they have access to some money that they didn't do anything to generate.
Right.
Now, if they are smart with it, which they probably won't be because they didn't, put in the hard hours or whatever, but I'll be dead.
I'll be dead. I won't know.
But like I've said this before, I'll say it again. The reason there's a podcast I used to love called How I Built This. And I had to stop because almost every story was, I had the idea for the dude who made GoPro had the most infuriating story on earth. He couldn't find himself. You know the story?
Yes.
He couldn't find himself. So his family funded him to go surfing all over the world for like 2 years. While surfing in the coast of Spain or something, he was like, I wish I had a camera on my wrist to capture this or on the end of my surfboard.
Oh my
Then ask his family for $300,000 and they give it to him. And GoPro's probably $1 billion company now.
Oh,
at least
yeah,
100
They're
Absolutely.
publicly traded. Like,
publicly traded. And I wish my 25-year-old self would have told my mom, I don't know what I want to do with my life. Can I go surfing all over the world, stay in fine hotels, and you pay for it? And then I'm coming with an idea for a camera, and you give me $300,000?
Yeah.
Boy, if you don't get your black butt to work.
If you don't find yourself in cleaning that toilet, that's the only surfing you doing. Clean that goddamn old toilet. That's why you can't find yourself. You're filthy. Yes, there is definitely a different story. Even when I look at my friends who didn't grow up wealthy that are white, there's still a difference. It's just like, but you didn't grow up wealthy, but you ain't even coming out with a debt that I feel like.
Just not having to pay for college.
Yeah.
You don't even have to worry about student. When I went to college, them white boys, white girls, they had the full Supreme lunch card, the 23 a day.
On campus.
On campus.
The ones that frustrated me were the ones that living on campus with that full setup, everything, but grew up 5 minutes from there. Like, they have a home 2 blocks away.
I mean, low-key, that was me for the first time I went. But after that, it was debt. All of it.
But you were on scholarship.
Oh, hell yeah. My
Okay,
mother
yeah,
said
no, we're talking about
their parents put that cash out there and was like, let me pay for it. My mother said, you can go wherever you want to as long as you know I'm not giving you no money towards it. And she was dead goddamn serious. And I was like, all right, well, that gives me my options there. And that does make a difference. Like when I hear people saying, yes, I'm saving up for my child's education, I'm like, what? Why? My kids got to get a scholarship, but that's the mindset that you're able to have when that is something that's actually a possibility, that you can have that much disposable income that a portion of it can go, enough of a portion of it can go that it can put a dent in college education. But to wrap it back around to what we were talking about, black folk and businesses, I do feel like there is sometimes a misconception that in order to be successful, in order to have done all you can to help promote what, just black excellence, that you have to look like or do things the way other people have done it. And I think that can trip up people so quickly because you're sitting there trying to look at somebody else's roadmap and not realizing that your destination ain't even on that map.
Listen, we were at dinner earlier this week celebrating Mel getting another promotion at Netflix, and I'm never going to be able to pay her from Kev on Stage Studios. She keeps on this path.
Don't say
that. You're right. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
it's just not in the 6 to 12 month plan.
Not 6 to 12 months.
Right.
So Melissa and Greg and Mel, Melissa and Mel were talking, and they were like, are you Diddy or are you Biggie? Right? Because Biggie is the rapper. That's you, Kev on Stage, the performer. Diddy is the producer. Put the artist on. He's the visionary, blah, blah, blah. And I told them, they were basically like, you got to choose one and then, go down that path. We were having to talk. We weren't tripping. We just,
Yeah.
And I was like, I am both. When I feel like being Biggie, I'm going to rap. When I get on stage, you keep your distance. That first 10 minutes, I'm not the producer of that show. I am just a stand-up comedian trying to kill like everybody else. Now, when we tally the numbers up,
That's hope.
that's right.
That's hope.
To me, that's
100%.
I'm not a businessman. I'm a businessman. So let me handle my business, man.
I was about to say, wouldn't that? I mean, but he's not a great rapper. That's
Hold
still
on.
Diddy. No, I'm not talking about.
I was about to say,
I'm
Angel?
going back to Diddy. Is Diddy was like, when I'm ready to perform, I'm going to perform.
Mm-hmm.
He did. He was like, he didn't say, oh, I have to just stay as the executive of Bad Boys. He was on the song with Waka Flocka.
Yeah.
Rapping. So, I mean, granted, yes, Hov is a better example because he's a good rapper, but I was about to say,
Well, I think what I want to do is not necessarily the exact thing that someone else has done.
Right.
Right? It's Tyler in the sense of putting people on, but it's not Tyler in the sense of I need to write every single thing, and it's got to be my name on every single thing, and I'm going to shoot 19 episodes in 4 days. Respect, do your thing, that's not me.
Yeah.
Right? So I feel like I want to blaze my own trail, and somebody be like, bro, I want to do it like Kev did it, or whatever, but I just feel like it's okay to find your own path.
Yeah.
And I think that's what the Big Leap
Taught you.
has taught me. And man, it's just
It's hard. And you know what? It's sometimes hard with, so I hope you all watched The Love Hour. I watched it. It was such a great episode. Gabe was great. And, he said, do the thing that you would love to do even if you weren't paid for it. Like, what's the thing that makes you the most happiest? And I think if people would start there instead of starting with, like, I do like the thought of what does the end result look like to pull you to that.
Yeah.
But I think if you don't allow what you love to do to color that, you will find yourself chasing someone else's dreams and you'll never catch that.
Yes.
And sometimes their dream is smaller than yours. You don't even realize that. You don't even realize that you could have surpassed that if you would have allowed your own passions to fuel your dream,
That is so good, Angel. Lakita Moore, thankfully the actress.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
These teeth are getting in my way.
I see.
Let
You've
me
messed
get a
up
tissue.
several words, and I have not called you out because I'm not petty like you.
Oh, you should be.
No.
Tilt that mic down.
I
'Cause
gotta
it's
take
starting
it.
to go up towards the ceiling.
Because I can't even. This tongue is on the back of it.
For those of you all who asked and who just got here, this shirt is from Ross.
Is it really?
Yes, because Sabrina put out a thing on her IG story that she was at Ross and she put up some shirts and I went to Ross that same exact day.
Picked it up off the floor.
No, it was hanging up. See, Ross, I got 3 shirts. Very colorful. I only bought them for the podcast.
Did you?
Yeah, I bought 3 shirts. I wanted
That's a
something.
write-off. Save
You
that
already
receipt.
know. Because this shirt is too small, but I said I'll be sitting down so they won't be able to tell. I wanted something that was bright and colorful, like the set, and kind of young and hip. You gotta sometimes be hip.
Young and hip.
Young and hip, which then ages me again a whole 50 years.
The fact that you said young and hip means you're not.
Yeah, that's what my aunt, I remember, she said, Angel, help me find something. I want something young and jazzy. I was like, well, that doesn't exist. Young and jazzy, do not, it don't exist, auntie. So sorry.
Oh my God.
So sorry.
Okay, moving on. Donald D. Trump
Oh my gosh, him.
on coronavirus in February.
President Xi saying yesterday.
Well, we were talking mostly about the virus, and I think he's going to have it in good shape. But it's a very tricky situation.
Indeed,
It goes through air, Bob. That's always tougher than the touch. The touch, you don't have to touch things, right? But the air, you just breathe the air, and that's how it's passed. And so that's a very tricky one. That's a very delicate one. It's also more deadly than your strenuous flus. People don't realize we lose 25,000, 30,000 people a year here. Who would ever think that, right?
I know. It's
I mean,
much
it's pretty
forgotten.
amazing. And then I
what
say,
are
well,
you
is that
able
the
to
same thing?
do for?
This is more deadly. This is 5 per. This is 5% versus 1% and less than 1%. So this is deadly stuff.
This was on February 7th. Okay? At the beginning of this pandemic, I was still reciting this. It isn't even in bed in the blue.
100%.
Didn't know it's not the flu.
It's
Not the flu, guys.
It's not the flu.
The craziest thing
why I
about
don't call it
this, there's a couple crazy things. One, that's not even in the news that much anymore. This clip, which came out Tuesday. Today's Friday.
I don't even understand why it just now came out on a Tuesday in September.
Because Woodward is releasing a book. And safety, not as important as what? Capitalism.
Ticket sales, book sales.
My pockets. You understand me? Closer to the election, obviously, on purpose. The thing that's crazy, I don't even feel like that's the nail in the coffin for Trump.
There is no nail in the coffin. And not when you're a vampire and that's where you live. like, why are people thinking they can kill this man? It's not going to happen. Am I shocked? No, because nothing. Well, you know what I was shocked by? I was shocked at how intelligently he was talking about the disease and about the flu. I was like, when does nigga start knowing facts? Like, that really blew my mind. But am I shocked that he knew and he could have prevented it and he didn't? No.
And he was up there for the first probably 3 or 4 months of the pandemic downplaying the whole thing.
Completely.
Saying masks aren't necessary while remember at first we didn't know if it was airborne or touch at first.
Listen.
He was up on game and was like, later on, it wasn't in this clip, but he was like, yeah, I don't want to say anything because I don't want to incite a panic.
Now look at us.
Not only did you not the panic was already there. Now you made the mask a partisan issue. So now people believe that you put in the mask. Let me just say something. White people, they don't mind other people being told what to do, and you better comply. Tell them what to do,
And they not here for it.
they lose their everlasting right.
It's
Anarchy.
my rights. Now listen though, some black folk, we be out here wilding. We're not gonna make it in no public, partisan issue. But we'll be like, man, it's just ain't nobody. We ain't gonna get. You remember at the beginning, we can't even get it. Like it don't affect black people.
And then it was like, no, it affects us like 10 times. What? Us?
What? What are you talking about? Huh?
Give me
You
that
can't.
mask. Give me that.
Right. Somebody make us out of kente cloth, you know.
So
But
Pelosi did it.
right, exactly. But no, it's crazy. I've had 4 friends lose their parents since this pandemic.
Oh wow.
What you talking?
Dead serious, no pun intended in using that word, but no, 4 people who had parents that there was no like spidey sense that they would be losing their parents in 2020. It wasn't like, oh, mom's health has been going downhill or dad has got cancer for the second time. These are people who you would have thought in every right would have made it out of this year.
Otherwise, everything is great.
Right, but the way this disease affected them, literally they would get better and then it would come back hard and just take them out. And so the fact that this could have been prevented, something that people are like, it's just kind of like the flu. I be damned. Excuse my French. I forget that I'm on a wholesome show. I be darn. I'm so sorry.
I never understood the excuse my French phrase because them is English cusses.
They are English. Do the French people cuss a lot? It's mild. That's a curse word. I might have
Did
said
they
it wrong.
cuss in the Bible?
I'm sure they did. Listen, they were out here not wearing drawers. They were cussing,
They was not wearing drawers with burlap over the top
scraping that
and
penis.
still
man.
getting that action.
Talk about chafe.
Bruh,
blood.
burlap.
No, that makes the skin even smoother. After a while, you just
That's a natural exfoliant.
like there you go.
Bruh, you know how rough burlap was? On your balls?
Not bad.
That's like your balls being in jeans. If jeans had Brillo pads.
That hair catching across.
Oh, you know they wasn't using Manscaped in the biblical.
you just
Ingrowns
Get whipped
everywhere.
John
Oh,
the Baptist's bald hair was braided. he had locks.
He has some twists.
Oh yeah,
Lord.
Peter cuss.
Yeah, they were cussing.
Peter probably almost cussed at Jesus when he was like, "You gonna deny me?" He's like, "Mother, say
Right.
it again." You know I'm not even trying to do that around you because you're the son of man. But hey, I don't care who your daddy is.
I know Mary cussed. Ain't no way she could have a child like Jesus.
The son of God.
The son of God, that boy had low-key some severe ADHD the way he was tripping and leaving.
Girl,
Listen,
Kev got
I
a
know
whole
she
joke
was
on that.
I
like,
got a whole joke on that. I might as well do that
got
tonight.
five,
you
you
do?
got 5 minutes.
I have a great joke
You got-
on how I know Mary was black. It's a whole thing.
I have just something about him must having some
You
sort
said
of
the Lord
diagnosis.
has AD.
Listen, the way he be acted, sir.
Can you imagine telling the son of God to go to bed? Like, girl, I know your eternity. Don't talk to me about
Don't
this.
talk to
So
me.
how dare you tell me to go to bed? I know the end before the beginning.
I'll make you go to bed right now. You won't wake up.
I'll
push
kill
you.
you and then raise you back to life. And you go to bed. The way Tabitha
You go to
did.
bed. Night night for
What?
you. Eternal. Night night.
Eternal night.
I said no.
I'll put you in hell. Tell me to go to bed. Now make me an Uncrustable.
You hear that too? That stone's rolling. I'm moving it.
I'm moving it.
I tried to joke before. I never could quite get it to work because people can't think like this. The Lord is sacred. But Jesus doo-dooed.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to think of Jesus having some greens and be like, I knew I should have had that.
Sweating it out.
Oh my God.
Sweating it out in the
Dad.
outhouse.
The Lord being like, oh my God.
The Lord will Hershey squirt you. Like, God, you didn't see that happening?
You
How
know
did you
I'm
not see that,
lactose.
Lord?
Why am I lactose?
Can you imagine Jesus peeing the first morning pee? Like, whew, man, that feels good. That first morning pee, the Lord had, it feels good to everybody.
You know what? Everybody needs to feel this.
That's when he had his, that's when he had his best ideas. He was like, I know what I'm gonna do.
Imagine the Lord like
You know what? I should rest on the 7th day. Because if it's like this, I like it.
All right,
I
so
like it.
anyway, so what I was saying about the disciples, we gotta get this together.
Never the shade.
Understand me?
Never the shade.
The Son of Man was like, hold on real quick, I gotta pee. All right, I'm gonna finish this little
give me
parable
1
real
second.
quick, but hold up, I gotta pee. But y'all just stay right here.
Just
I've been
hold
trying to hold it, but I've been preaching for like 2 hours. Y'all be quick. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna leave you blind for 1 second so that I can go ahead and piss, and I ain't gotta go nowhere. Just stay. I promise. Once I get
Just
done.
grab some of that mud over there. Just
Also, speaking of mud, the dude who was blind, Jesus spit on the ground and made mud. I wonder if he was like, bruh, you know
Hold
what?
on, sir.
I've been blind for a
This is a
while.
lie.
This
is a
is
lie.
gross.
I heard about a girl who got made whole just by touching you. Can we not do it? Can I just?
Can we skip
Can I just
that?
touch your clothes? I really gotta have your whole spit on my face. This is a lot.
I'm mad. What if he? You know what? Hey! Before you do
you
that,
know
before
what?
you do that,
I
before you
like
do
to
that,
hear.
before
I like
you do
to hear.
that.
I don't.
You know what? I'm 38. I kind of just know my thing. I don't that I.
Sound is really my thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, be playing the harp down the road. I just walk by at about 4:30 every day.
Right.
Sound is really my thing.
I don't need to be. Got strong ears.
Yeah, I heard a story. Remember the person that said like, you ain't even gotta come
Right.
just because who you are. If I tell a soldier to go
Yeah.
and then he go, the order do that. Remember that one?
do that?
Let's do that. Cause you
You
spit.
spit, and I can smell the coffee. You had coffee this
You know-
morning. It's a lot. Can you just rub your locks across my eyes? How about that? Can you do that? Let's remix this. I can't imagine.
Jesus couldn't have had coffee. Were they brushing their teeth in the Bible?
Maybe they probably chewed on like bark. Have you ever seen black folk do it?
Yeah,
the
country
sticks?
black folks.
The sticks. Yeah, well, yes. I've never seen one out here. They probably did that.
It's so weird to my mind of Jesus doing real, like regular stuff.
He did,
Like
he had
having
to.
something in his teeth, but being the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
Just being like, hold on. Can you hear me? Hold on. It's popcorn kernel. I never should have. Popcorn always does that to me. And I still. All right, what was it?
Jesus,
Issue of blood.
like farting would be cracking me up if he was just like, so who's your husband? Ah,
That's my bad.
Lazarus,
So
I'm sorry.
sorry.
I know you can hear me. They can't, but you know, that's what got you up. Hey guys, I did it. I did it, y'all. Y'all
That's
sure
why.
I could.
That's why he was out on the water. He had to let him rip. He was like, let me.
That's not death. That's your boy.
Smell like death, but it ain't though.
It ain't me. It ain't me.
I want Jesus to have had a sense of humor. He's much better to me as a Lord with a sense of humor.
He had to have had a sense of humor. What are you talking about? The way he came up in that tabernacle, flipping over tables.
I would have loved to see that.
Burned my house down yesterday. Say I
You
won't.
gotta know that when he did the replay in his mind, he laughed at that. You see it over that rabbi didn't know what was about to happen. I just flipped it all over.
Look at the shekels. Oh my!
Hey, scribe, run the text back.
I
Run the
was
text back.
on one today, cause it was like, cuz you ain't finna do my daddy house like this. My daddy house.
My daddy house. My daddy. Yeah, no. I think Jesus.
Somebody in the
knows.
comments say, can we talk about Jesus's middle name? Listen, one of my favorite things online is people putting a black middle name for Jesus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Somebody said, what happened? Jesus, Dante Christ. Dante? Because you know Mary she full black mom.
Gotta be.
She called him Jesus Jamal the Christ. If you don't get your narrow behind in here, I told you to clean up this mess. What if he was like, all right, it's cleaned up. Don't use none of your powers either.
No, you do the work. I had a joke I haven't done in a while. I was Mary having to go out and take him to the store. And you know how moms be giving their kids the phone. She just got a bag of dead animals. Just go in here, bring him to life. Just y'all don't talk to him. Here, there's a squirrel. Bring the squirrel to life. Stop touching stuff, Jesus. Yeah. Now Jesus was a little bit of a problem child.
Somebody said Jesus Contavious Christ.
Contavious. I'm going to tell your daddy. No, I'm going to tell your real daddy. You keep on. I'ma tell your real daddy.
Oh.
It's gonna be problems.
Latasha said Jesus, Hezekiah, Christ.
There you go. Hezekiah works, Eldridge.
Oh. I don't know how we got here, but I'm glad we did. Moving on.
Yes.
I don't know if you saw this picture. There's a Banks family reunion.
I saw.
In it, they have Will Smith.
Yeah.
You know, they got Daphne Reed, the whole crew. And they also have Blacktress Janet Hubert right here. Where is it? Okay. Big healing energy.
Yeah.
Will Smith, Blacktress Janet Hubert, reconciling,
This is good.
smiling. And I'm telling you, Angel Lakita Moore, Tanksley the actress,
Yeah.
it did my heart so good.
Yeah, because we all really did miss the first Saint Viv. We missed her
They
so
gave
much.
the second Aunt Viv no story.
None, because she had a different vibe. She definitely had such a different vibe than the original actress, Janet. And so, and I almost think it was a little bit of a smack in the face that they went in such a different direction
You
instead
could
of
have at least got another dark-skinned woman.
and somebody to like fill the shoes of what was already there.
But maybe they were just like, we can't even go that good, so let's just...
I don't even think it was a thing of we can't go that good. I think they were literally just like, oh, so you want to be acting crazy? You're not only replaceable, we can make your character forgettable.
Oh, you think that was their point?
Yeah, I do. Because that role was so, like, she held her ground.
What?
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
She was pivotal. I felt like her relationship was with Will when she was on the show is just as important as Will's relationship with Uncle Phil.
Oh, 100%.
But once they switched it out, it was like, no, we didn't care about what Will was doing with the new Aunt Viv. There was no there wasn't real guidance there. So I am glad that there has been reconciliation because I watched her Untold or Unsung, I think it was Unsung on TV One, and she admits to, not always being the easiest, but a part of that was because she was pregnant and hormonal.
Oh, really?
Yes. And she felt like she wasn't given any grace in that.
Black women often aren't.
Right. She wasn't given any grace in that. And I'm like, oh, well, it doesn't kind of suck. That really, really sucks because if you haven't been pregnant, which no one else on that show as a cast member had ever had a child, you don't understand, like, sometimes you are out of your god darn mind.
What's the most pregnant moment you've had?
Okay, I remember once, Marcus is precious about his cars. And he had friends come out and visit us, and I have to be like the tour guide because he don't know where anything is. So he was like, he had the Audi at the time. He all particular. Angel, please don't slam my car door. And I felt like I hadn't been. So when he said it the last time, I said I didn't slam it. This is slamming your car door. And I waddled my pregnant butt back into the house. Waddled my pregnant butt back into the house. And I'm not usually that much of a bee. I can be, but I'm not usually. And I knew that was all pregnancy of like, first of all, you got me out here in this heat, toting around your friends.
Melissa was pregnant both times. Her 8th and 9th month were in the heat of summer. When you want to see someone pissed TF off, make them 9 months pregnant on a really hot day, and you, the person who got them pregnant, you're not pregnant. Just the fact that you did this to me, but you just living your life. You could pee normally. You don't have to worry about little pee slipping out with a lab. You can sleep normally. And I got all this, and you put this in me?
You did it.
And you still want to have sex when this is already what happens?
This is where we're
and it's
at.
hot. I would just be, we was at a barbecue or a baby shower, and I just caught her looking at me. She was just like,
just mad at you.
and I knew what it was. I had a drink in my hand, like a soda or something, and I had turned and looked at her, and then I was like,
I'll just take that gaze to the back, but there's no way I'm gonna look at you in the face. I had heartburn all the time. Now I will say Marcus got fat with me.
So did I. I was with you. I stayed here just in case she ever felt like she wanted to come back. I gained them weight with them baby. And
Marcus got
2-3 years before she got pregnant.
You were like, I'm gonna be prepared, be ready. Marcus, I think got to 250, 255. I was
250. Marcus was 255.
Marcus was big. Marcus, let me tell you,
literally big Marcus.
Oh, he was big. I was 215. I was right there with him.
You was 200.
I was like, ugh. We solid. Yeah, but I was hot. I had little Marcus August 29th. It was Satan's booty hole out here hot. It was so hot. So any request that wasn't just, you know what, I just want to know what I can do for you. If it wasn't that,
I remember speaking on that note, I'll never forget this, and I told the story before, but I ain't told it to you. We was sitting up in the house at 9:39. A commercial for Famous Dave's rib place had just opened. And it was like rib tip special, $9.99, corn on the side, a little muffin thing. I was like, man, that looks good. Melissa was like, man, I want that. I was like, yeah, girl, me too. She was like, no, I want that
right
now. I was like, listen, it's 9:40. It closes at 10. It was 15 minutes away. I want the ribs.
Right. Understand what I'm saying.
I was literally like, you want me to drive? And then she hit me with her favorite line. Oh, I mean, just carrying your children.
Right.
Just carrying your children.
Boom. Yeah.
Hey, Dave.
There you go.
Let me talk to the owner. I know this is a franchise. Put me on with Dave. Put me some rib tips to the side. I'm driving. It was raining in Washington.
Yeah.
Cold, dark.
Yep.
This is Zay. Yeah, let me get a rib tip. Let me get 2 ply. Let me just get 3 in case she wants some tomorrow. This girl ate a rib tip.
Oh, well, yeah, you got that. You got that wife.
A rib tip and a nibble of a cornbread muffin, but she got what she asked for.
Yeah, that's all that Marcus would try to monitor my eating with Amar. I remember one day I was like, I want a dessert. I usually don't eat desserts with my meal. He was like, Angel. I was like, what is it that you have to say? He was like, Angel, I'm just, please, how are you trying to fix your mouth? What is your mouth fixing to say? He was like, I'm just saying you going to complain. Well, who's going to do what? Who? He's like, all right then. Kill me. If I decide I'm going to be fat, I'm going to be fat. Let me be. And then listen to me complain about it later. It's fine. You ain't got nothing else to do.
Somebody said, I saw this meme on the internet today, said, when you understand that a pizza comes in a square box, but it's circle, and the slices are triangle, you'll understand women. Melissa don't even be trying to make sense. When she was pregnant.
What's the point?
I don't know if I told you the story of her when I found out she was pregnant.
No, what happened?
Found out she's pregnant. Me and her in our little 1-bedroom apartment. She take 3 tests. 1 from Walgreens, 2 from the dollar store. First of all, dollar store pregnancy tests work great when you're pregnant. They all tell the truth.
Oh, they give you the right answer.
She peed on CVS. No, she peed on dollar store. Positive. Can't be. Peed on dollar store number 2. Positive. Can't be. Peed on the EPT. Mm-hmm. They got commercials.
Yeah.
Peed on that. Positive. Went and locked herself in the room and cried.
No.
My career is over.
That's what you be feeling like.
I was like, we're not happy. I
am happy.
I called my brother. I was like, Alyssa's pregnant, but I don't think she's happy. That first night.
Yeah.
Because she see, in her mind, she was going straight to the top of the bank. Now I got to love this baby. I got to burp and do all that. I'm going to have to take, 6 weeks off. Oh, you talk about somebody who is not happy?
No.
Oh, she's not happy.
No happy at all.
And she the one that didn't take the pill.
Yeah, that
both times, Joshua.
Yeah, that's how I got pregnant the first time.
Why y'all don't take it?
I be forgetting. I be forgetting, and it was just one time. Like, how does there no residual birth control up in there? How there should be residual, just being like, no, sir.
There's no
over
dust
here.
on the.
Exactly. Just
Ain't
a
none
little.
of yesterday's like, I still got a little fight.
Just a little.
He got a gun, he can't even aim.
But no.
It's millions of sperm, Angel. That's one guy he trying.
Marcus is who told me I was pregnant.
What'd he say?
He said, there's something about you. He said, one, I'm more concerned about you here lately. He's like, there's a different energy about you. I think you pregnant. I was like, nigga, what are you talking about? Because I was taking my birth control again. I've been drinking. So I was like, well, this baby this baby gonna come out with one eyeball because I've been throwing them back. And I said, you know what? Just to shut you up, I'm gonna take a pregnancy test. And so I had went out. I was out to breakfast with my best friend at the time, Wendell. And then I was like, I didn't tell him what was going on. And I left. I went to a Vons or John's, but it was a place that only a lot of Mexican people shopped at. And I got the pregnancy
That's
test.
John's.
That's Juan's.
Juan. What's that? Juan.
That's hilarious. Because we really do have Vons and then John's
John's.
for Mexico, Mexican people, and Juan's is a really funny joke.
You are so silly.
That
You
was
are
really
child.
funny, John.
It was. He said, it's Juan's.
Josh is so funny.
Josh is hilarious. All of his cutbacks.
He's
I love
a
watching.
great addition to the party.
I'm glad the mic is on. I can't wait until the camera's on you,
Joshy,
too.
oh yeah, Joshy Cam.
I mean, this is another setup.
Get
No,
another
look at
monopod. The people need a little baby
They
Josh.
never- especially when you get the fresh cut. and
It's
you
gonna
having
be
on the
weird,
go.
like editing in
Yeah.
my camera when I'm talking. I don't know, man.
Well, give me the extra button.
Oh, sorry, Angel. Tell the rest of your story.
Oh, so I bought it from CVS, and CVS bathroom was not working, so I had to go to John's, and I was like, I'm gonna use their bathroom, and I peed on it, and I set the thing to the side, and I went to grab the toilet paper, and I looked back, and it was already saying.
It was quick. That meter was like bing, bing, bing.
Yeah,
That thing was like, girl, we don't even usually be talking. You are you've been pregnant.
I screamed so loud. I was like, what Mexican lady's pissed and jumped up on this thing up in here? I was so mad. I was like, which one of y'all did this? Because this
Which
came
one of
in.
y'all done peed on my test?
Then I went to a clinic. I was like, yeah, I need to know. And then, you know, at these clinics, they're like, yeah, you are. What do you want to do with this? And I was like, I need to tell my husband, same thing. I was like,
dude, sheesh.
right
there.
This is also Marcus. Marcus. He's like, yeah. I was like, we're pregnant. He was like, so what you want to do? Nigga, we are not 18. We are not 18. He literally. So what you want to do? We are homeowners and we are married. I think he just. I don't know what type
Just
of
out of knee-jerk.
Would you?
You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no job. You do.
You do.
I?
You're at work. I'm calling you at work where you have benefits. What is really happening? And then I cried because I was like,
You cried too?
I was like, we're gonna lose this house because I'm never gonna act again. Nobody's gonna hire me. I'm just gonna be fat and ugly. Oh, I just knew. I was like, we should just go ahead and start packing up because I felt like the bank got an alert when I peed on the pregnancy stick, and they were like, she ain't gonna have stable income anymore. Take the house. Take it. I was like, pack us up. Yeah, no, that was his reaction was the worst. He was like, so what? I was like, where are we at in life, sir? Is this marriage temporary for you? What you mean?
Yo, that's funny.
It's terrible. It's terrible.
It's your body. You understand me? I don't want to police it. You know what I'm saying? If you want to do, you know what I'm saying? With
Right. Because we had talked about traveling next year, so I don't know if that's going to interrupt that.
That's why, man, I promise you, people be, oh, just have a little girl. You have a little girl. Do you understand my kids can stay home alone?
That's the blessing, ain't it?
Bruh,
That
I'm
is a
not, I feel like prison. I'm not finna go back there. 2 strikes. That third one could come out like McKinley. Crying and stuff. Oh.
great. McKinley's
Car
great.
seats.
Car seats.
You know how much crap you have to remember when you have a baby?
Yeah, I do. I do actually know.
My dad.
Oh, McKinley, I hate it. I don't know if I told the audience this story. McKinley spent the night with us, and she would be having a great time until it was time to go to bed. We put her in her own room in our old house on a little air mattress. 2 seconds after you turn that light off, my mom, my dad, McKinley, I will turn that nightlight off. That was the only thing I had. I turned this nightlight on. I'll turn it off, girl. You sleeping either way. You gonna sleep in the pitch black dark, or you gonna sleep with a little bit of light. But you gonna shut that noise up. Okay. She would not go to bed unless everybody in the house went to bed. She a black woman at 1.
She's like,
Zay and JoJo playing. I was like, can y'all just lay down?
just pretend.
When she falls asleep, you can get up. Joe was like, sure.
Done.
Joe was in that bed. I hated her spending the night.
Oh.
And I try to be a good family member because we asked Mel and Greg to move to LA. We'll help with the baby. I was like, I meant like hold her.
Hold her every now and again.
I mean, watch her until y'all get back.
Y'all going on trips without her?
Oh, when they would come and be like, hey, we want to go to Atlanta for a couple days. Can y'all keep her? We'd be like,
Even when you, like, as recent as last year, when they'd be going out for like a week, and you guys would have her.
Let's
you're
Sabrina
pulling up the
watch
shoots
her.
with you, running around.
but Sabrina, don't you like the kids?
Don't you like kids?
Come on, Sabrina.
Now the boys watch her without us.
Look at
This
y'all.
is the best ever. We go to the comedy show, the boys watch her.
Oh, yeah.
For
y'all
no
got-
pay. Like, black kids should grow up.
Yeah,
This
their
y'all cousin. Shut up.
Yeah, it's their cousin.
And play with her, too. Zay is in 9th grade.
Yeah,
Watch this
Wow.
baby.
absolutely. He should have those responsibilities.
Yes.
That-
And shut up. Make her a little grilled cheese or something.
Make her a little girl.
She's not absolutely adorable. She sucks.
No, she is one of the most precious little girls I've ever met.
This girl told her parents, she said, she went up to Mel, she said, my tummy's wiggly. Mel was like, what? My tummy's wiggly. Mel said, what does that mean? She said, say wig. Wiggly. She said, are you hungry? She's like, yeah, well, say that then.
She's like-
how you going to talk to your mom like she's dumb?
Yeah,
You're not understanding? I said wiggly.
I said it very clearly as well. So I'll break it down though.
Say wig, wiggly. I be having Mel send me that video where she said my tummy's wiggly.
She is just so pretty. Those long eyelashes.
She is pretty. She has long eyelashes and she sucks.
No, she doesn't.
Yes, she sucks.
Last time I saw her, she was like, "Hi, I'm McKinley." I was like, "We've met before." She said, "Oh, we have. What's your name?"
They be big timing you, man. They're so rude. Who are you?
What's what?
Angel.
Oh, you make those little videos. So, it's
Oh,
McKinley.
you.
What?
On your little Instagram.
On your little. Oh,
Your
that's so
son used to
sweet.
love me pre-pandemic.
Yeah, it's
Post-pandemic?
a lot. It's a lot.
Amar's a Republican.
He's been traumatized. He does not understand the people. He likes the new puppy, but people, no. And he hands me the new puppy by its ears. This is what he be doing, mama. And I'll be like, don't kill my dog. Don't. I don't know when he's gonna get back used to people. 'Cause
Kids be loving dogs.
they do. That's the reason why. I wanted it, but because my kids don't get to be around folk, I was like, dog. That's what we're gonna do. Then you could be around this dog, and they love it. They terrorize that poor little thing. But you gotta do what you gotta do.
Oh, no Butterfingers. Sorry.
Butterfingers.
You don't like Butterfingers?
I love
At all?
Butterfingers.
Oh, I hate stuff.
Why are you talking about
What do
candy? Who's sending you a text?
Brandon was like, "Hey, we're gonna get you some Butterfinger." I was just like,
Bro, get it for the show
I
and
know.
I don't like them.
then put it on her desk.
I could do it for that, but Butterfingers sucks.
I
No,
love
they
Butterfingers.
don't.
Butterfingers
They
are
are like
fire.
the best.
Crispity, crunchity, peanut butter.
They're better than
crap.
Snickers.
They are so good.
Better than Snickers.
Fight me, absolutely.
Better than Snickers.
I mean, it depends on what day of the week. I mean, some days that's how I'll be feeling. So
They got that weird dried peanut butter,
Right.
like Chico
You never,
sticks.
you
Yeah.
never like Chico sticks? I was
Hate
literally about
Chico
to,
sticks.
I've
Oh
never
my
had
gosh.
Chico sticks, but I be having Butterfinger.
It's literally the inside of a Butterfinger.
Just no outside.
Oh no, I need that chocolate
the chocolate's a good balance.
to envelop it. You know what I'm saying? But I don't be eating candy like that, anyways. Though
You don't like sweets?
That mess up your teeth. I'm not here for
Oh,
that.
I love candy.
I love sweets.
No,
And
I
also
can
meat and
tell by
potatoes.
y'all's thing. I like salty stuff. I like French fries. I don't like to turn down a French fry.
Really? That's your thing?
Woo-hoo!
What is
Yeah.
your favorite style of French fry?
Some days if I'm cooking it at home, I want it to have crinkle.
You gotta cook. You can only cook crinkle cut at home. It's
Yeah.
weird to make shoestring at home.
Yeah, they just don't turn out the way you
No,
want them to.
I'm with you.
I used
with
to.
you.
Did you ever eat at Rally's?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I love seasoned fries.
Yeah, Rally's Checkers.
I love it. And we just had. Where did we eat at? We ate at a place, Krabby Crab. That's what it's called.
Crab places always have good fries.
Their fries were so fire.
Yeah.
You know, I felt lied to for the longest time, but I found out at Wingstop you can actually get the dry rub seasoning put on the fries.
Oh,
And that
what you say
changed
now.
my
the
life.
Louisiana rub?
Let me find
On the
out.
fries?
You get lemon pepper. I get the Cajun joint.
You get lemon pepper on the fries?
Let me
Aye,
find
aye.
out how many points. Because I'm going to tear that up. Listen, I got some smart points saved up for the day.
Yeah, I saw the option on Uber Eats. I was like, since when?
I'm here.
They're on DoorDash now.
Is Uber Eats going under?
No, they bought Postmates.
Because Uber Eats didn't deliver my meal. I had to pick up my meal from Krabby
Uber
Crab.
Eats 2 days ago.
They canceled it 2 hours later. Oh, jerks. But I'm going to eat something real fun while I watch the comedy show tonight. I don't know what
Are
it's
you
gonna
buying? You watching?
be. Of course. Why are you confused at the fact that yes, I do appreciate that you have amplified me, that you have made me your host, your co-host, and that you are paying me to be here. But Kev, I was a supporter of your stuff prior to.
Were you?
Yes. Yes, I was. I was supporting. I told you, I realized what I actually was like, oh, that man is actually very funny.
You said that?
Yes, because a lot of people I don't find funny.
Really?
Yes.
I don't think she would have jumped on this if you weren't.
I've got other things I could do. You know, it's not not to be like, yeah. But once I saw it was one of your drives to All Deaf, I think. But but I've been following you since before then. One of your drives to All Deaf, I was like, oh no, this man is.
That was prime content creation.
That was
Yeah.
Periscope and video. The one thing that was great about being in traffic for an hour and a half is I got some video
Welcome
shot.
you to Periscope.
We welcome you to Periscope. I ain't sang that in a while. Welcome you
Sing
to
it.
Periscope. Welcome where we're touching hearts, teaching truth, transforming life. Oh, we welcome you. Welcome you. We welcome you. Welcome you. Soprano. We welcome you. That's all right. Welcome you. Big girls only. We welcome you. That's good. Welcome you. Altos. We welcome you. Y'all sound good. Tasha. Welcome you. Big girls only. Welcome you. Welcome you. Tenors. We welcome you. Y'all sound strong, man. Welcome you. Welcome you to Periscope.
Can't be singing for real. He don't like to claim it though.
Welcome, don't you feel welcome? That's a breakdown. Welcome. Welcome. Welcome, don't you feel welcome? I miss church.
You missed that type of church. You
Yes.
You miss
It don't come through good on the screen.
Oh no, it's not going to.
I ain't never felt the buck.
The hook up a shuck.
I ain't never felt that through the screen. I be getting distracted.
Yeah.
Oh man.
With the house. Like, oh man, I meant to do that one thing. You
They
come
be
back.
preaching and what?
Right.
I be distracted.
Do you be what?
Distracted.
That's not what you said.
Hey, Tom.
I was
I'm
about
not
to say,
exempt.
call him up. The thatted sounded like Chris Brown. The thatted, my thinking wasn't on it.
I told you I got a lisp.
You do.
Send me little Marcus. I can tell him we got it. We can make it in this
We
world.
can make it. I know. I want to get him back in speech therapy, but he sounds cute right now, so I'm gonna leave
JoJo
him.
was in speech therapy.
Listen, the kids need it. The kids need it.
Yeah, man. We had to buy an app for him. The app was iPhone.
Oh God.
And I was like, I didn't even know apps went up that high.
Wow.
His speech therapist was like, oh, he'll be fine. Just buy this app. And at that time in our life, we were like, we really had to talk about me and Melissa. This is the first year in LA.
Yeah.
We was like, all right, now, it's $50.
That's
Does he really need to talk a lot at this point?
right. It brings character, right?
JoJo, you talk about not talking. Hold on, this is my favorite video.
Now Kai has a stutter that'll make you just not want to hear what he has to say. You like, oh my God, if you don't come on.
I used to have a little stutter. And
Did you?
Yeah. I don't know what happened.
People grow out of stutters a lot of time.
This is JoJo at his peak. I don't know what you're saying, but as his father, I knew exactly what he was saying. He's saying, when he gets to this refrigerator at the top, he said, hey, open toes, open toes. See? You see that? So sweet.
I put the refrigerator all the way on the top, but Daddy didn't piss on the top, so we're gonna put this down on these and
So much
tiny glove on these and a single grenade. See that?
Oh my goodness.
Dad's helping me. Well, let's end up there. But that's why it's hard.
Oh
We
my
put
gosh.
a lot of these on the refrigerator. At Washington, we did this.
And watch.
It's baked. Now, we're not going to do this, but shoot. We got to shoot some time up here fast.
Oh.
So we go in. And practice fighting and be more stronger.
I know exactly what
But
this boy
Tim
is
said
saying.
it's hard. Okay, watch.
Why does he have that much personality? And
See?
why-
You see that? That's how the door open and open and open every time. I don't know why it's doing that, but it's the door.
He doesn't want to open when he climbs it.
Right.
Opening. Keep going. Now open. You see this? Watch. See? Open. Toes. Wait, time up there. Put me down. And keep going. Open toes. One at a time. Open toes.
I didn't realize how much personality he had at this
He
time.
has so much.
Wait. See that?
Wait.
You see that? That's freaking me out.
Oh,
He's freaking me out. He said freaking me out. That's why he said I got her out.
pissing me off. You were like, no. He ain't been cussing that.
No, he said freaking.
How old was he?
He's 4. Gay, bye. He was 4.
Oh my goodness. Oh my. Open toes. Yeah.
He used to piss me off so bad because that awesomeness, he would not be wanting to be acting. And I was like, you'll never act in this town again. Like, I'll check you out. And the executive at awesomeness were like, he is the star. It does not work without him. That's why they was always offering him puppies and stuff. Because when he felt like it, gold.
Yeah.
Isaiah is like consistently good, but he's a straight man. JoJo's like, mother, you know, but then he'll give you the greatest performance ever and then destroy his hotel room. And the record label's like, keep giving him money, cocaine, and women.
Right.
Because when he's on that stage, he does stuff that nobody else can do. And Isaiah's like, I've been here at every rehearsal, every practice. JoJo comes in with his shirt half off,
Right.
glasses, smoking a cigarette. You've been waiting for me, have you? All right, Toots. Another swig of whiskey. All right, 5, 6, 7, 8. What group is this? I don't know. Huh? The Temptation ain't nothing without JoJo Ruffin.
You're stupid. You're a whole dumb.
He's great,
That
though, man.
personality has stayed with him.
Man, he is. It's hard to parent him and nurture his talent because you have to let him be sarcastic because he's developing that gift. But also, who do you think you're talking to?
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, they'll be going for it, but she lets a lot of stuff go because they're boys.
Oh.
They be juking her in the
Oh, no. What you mean?
She said, Isaiah, one time, she's walking towards Isaiah. She said, Isaiah, did you do your homework? He was like, nope, but I can do this. And he juked her and walked around. She was like,
Oh, yeah, I would be hot. I would be hot. What you're not about to do.
cross me up.
Right. Got me over here looking stupid in the hallway. Oh, no. Oh, no. I wouldn't be able to handle it. Yeah.
Okay, final thing. And then I got to go do a whole bunch of crap before the show.
Before that.
Tory Lanez.
Oh, I hate that we are still
Oh, my
talking
This is
about
the last
that.
thing.
I hate it.
He broke his silence before he said this to say, my streams are not down as a result of shooting Meg Thee Stallion. The next thing he said, or what came out, is he texted Meg that I just got too drunk.
Like, how does that...
That was his reasoning, Angel. Lakita Moore Tanksley, the actress.
I don't understand why he felt like that was even essential to say. It doesn't really matter. You know, there's no reason he's going to be able to give. And if you're too drunk, that already pisses me off. If you're too drunk, why are you around firearms?
And a vehicle.
When you're at the range, you have to have your gun with the action open, pointed up. When it's set down, the magazine has to be out, and that's at
pointed downrange.
Pointed downrange.
Yes. Yes.
While you're at a place to shoot guns,
Yes.
you have to have eye gear, ear stuff, both at all times. At the gun range, you have to take all these precautions.
Yes.
This man is in a car handling a firearm he could have killed her.
He could have killed himself. He could have killed anybody. He could have killed somebody outside of the car. He could have killed anybody. So, like...
If we support this man, not we, because I was not
sure
a Tory
as
Lanez person, but if his career is not severely impacted...
Right.
It's really frustrating because, like, we was mad at Virgil for a second, but he dropped the white fours.
Oh, those things got snatched up.
They
with the guava
sold
joints.
out Angel like nothing ever happened. That's kind of my thing about Twitter that I'm realizing. A lot of time Twitter thinks it's the real world.
It's not. It's...
People don't be, the majority of people, actions, they don't even be having Twitter. They don't know what people be thinking on Twitter. Now, a lot of times what happens on Twitter really like permeates society. But a lot of other times people be like, all right. Because in polls, when Trump was winning or running the first time, everything on Twitter, he's losing for like 15 points.
Right.
Everything, and I was reading every article. Did not happen.
Yeah, I knew it wasn't. I was like, I don't know what polls people are looking at, but I think it's asinine for people to think that just because you have a Twitter account and you're vocal, that the rest of the world is going to follow your opinion.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, I do hope that people pull their support. Those who support him already pull their support, but I don't think just because he's getting dragged on Twitter that will be the thing.
That's true.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
don't think it will. And kind of piggybacking off that kind of goes with the whole cancel culture pod movement. You know, like when your whole timeline is flooded with it, that's still your timeline.
Right.
That's
a
not
good
what everybody
point.
sees. And that, I mean, I started realizing that, like, oh, even back with that election, I'm like, oh, this social media stuff is like really not real.
It's an echo chamber. A lot of times it's an echo chamber.
Completely. Not even a lot of times. There's very few people that actually have within their own timeline opinions that are not in alignment with their own opinions unless they purposefully follow people who are outside of the scope of what they would normally want to see or want to hear.
Right, 100%. Diana said Tory Lanez built like a Tootsie Roll.
No!
It's just fun. I just caught that out the corner of my eye. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time on him It was actually what I thought about as Josh was saying, that the people who should not support him are the people who are saying, I'm standing up and protecting black women. And there's not even a lot of people who are doing that.
No.
A lot of
Those are
people
the
just
ones
like the... Go ahead.
I was gonna say, and those aren't even the ones that are listening to his music like that. They're not running his, like, kids are running his streams up, and kids don't care.
Hip hop is often consumed by white kids. They're not tripping about none of that. So it'll be surprising if his career is affected at all.
Right.
Bringing that stuff into play. Dang.
Sorry.
Yeah, we can't. It's all we can honestly do is just make sure our own actions are in line with what we believe and feel. Like, we can't determine what the outcome will end up being on somebody else's. And that's not to say, you know, as a Christian woman, I always constantly have to believe that the God I serve is Come on. He said vengeance is his. All right?
Yeah, that shit.
So there's no type of punishment I can put on someone whose actions I don't agree with. That's one day
That's a good thing.
it's gonna catch up to him.
That's a good point.
Is it frozen?
Yeah.
Let me stop talking then.
Yeah.
I think the connection's
I'm like
tripping.
talking to myself, guys.
The internet been tripping over here. It's not Spectrum.
It should be back now. Give it a sec for them to, because now the quality was booming back, but now it's as good. So
Back now? You talking good, Prophetess Angel Lakita.
They said, and listen, the devil trying to bind up these
Yeah,
words,
Chico.
but I cast them out right now in the name of Jesus.
Okay, we're back.
Hey, get back off of what Kevin was saying. Thank you to those of you all who decided to give me a try after seeing me here. I've gotten a lot of new people who are just like, thanks to Kev for introducing you to me. I've been here, you know.
Been here, been real, still trill, Southwest. There was a little tiff that a comedian and I got into a couple of days ago or yesterday. I ain't gonna say it here, but I'll tell you after.
Yes,
I can't wait.
Can't wait
Oh,
till
yeah.
this.
And what was interesting, he was like, yo, I had said some things on a podcast about you, and I just want to clear it up and clarify. I know you've been probably getting some comments about it. No.
I'm sorry.
Would have never known about it.
Literally never would have known it. I had literally no idea from the moment it happened till the moment we talked. Put bygones be bygones. And I have now been working on just focusing on the people who rock with me.
Yeah.
I tweeted the other day, yesterday.
That's why you let that tweet off yesterday.
Oh, what was the
My
tweet?
boy.
See, I don't be on Twitter.
I know.
What'd you say? What'd he say?
I just basically.
Was that a sub?
No. It wasn't really a sub,
No,
no.
no.
Because it wasn't that topic specifically.
Okay.
It's just overall, there's such a relief in my life from releasing myself from the cares of everyone.
Yeah.
Like, I want my audience to like me. I want the Patreon to like me. I want the stage crew to like me. I listen to their criticisms. I put up a Hey Tom shirt, was like, what y'all think about that? A lot of people was like, yeah, but more were like, nah. And that information is valuable because they're the ones who would be buying.
Right.
A lot of people are like, I don't really get it. And then I realized it's actually more of an all deaf joke.
Yeah.
Specific to that podcast. So, but their information is still valid, right? But there's such freedom when you're just like, if you don't rock with me, stay over there. That's okay. If you don't think I'm funny, that's fine.
Yeah.
These people, they like it. They like me. They like Angel. They like Josh. They like what we create. They support it. My life can go on just fine. Like, I really was fighting for the whole.
Yeah.
Every piece of the pie. That's not how it works in this industry.
Right.
You find your circle. The people who find me funny, all I want to do is make sure they're happy. Hopefully that group can grow. But I don't need every single person to like me. And even in the industry, I don't even need every comic to like me.
Right.
Like, I found my group. I found my people who are going to be in the movies I make. Angel, Tony, Tahir, Josh, you know what I'm saying? Toby, Spice. I'm going to hit up my people who I hit up all the time. Adam Sandler be working with them same 5 people.
Same.
Judd Apatow, same 5 people. Martin Scorsese, same DP, same actors and actresses.
Yeah.
You don't expect Martin Scorsese to go hire Jason Bateman.
No.
He going De Niro until he dies.
Yep.
and they might die at the same. They both older.
They both got out.
But that's my Tyler Perry has it. Tyler Perry loves KJ Smith.
He does.
He will cast KJ Smith every time.
Yeah.
KJ, she does great in his stuff, and then she books other stuff.
Yeah.
You don't expect Tyler to book everybody. He don't necessarily go get Angela Bassett. He's like, these are my people.
Yeah.
These who I'm going with. So it's so freeing to be like, and then because my audience didn't know and didn't care, I was like, if I make a big deal about it, I'm just going to bring it to people who didn't know
Right.
and didn't care anyway. Because I'm the one with the bigger platform.
Yeah.
And then that's going to create a backlash narrative for that person.
And what I've realized is now people are baiting me. Because if they can get me to bite,
they'll get some recognition.
it's a bigger story.
People are whack.
And I used to fall into the bait, trying to defend my every action, trying to do my thing. And the Patron been like, Kevin, look at us, the people.
Right. We here, Robert.
Focus on us.
Focus on me. That's what they say, though.
We got to go out with that.
Baby, can you
She's so...
focus?
Now you done hit some notes.
Angela was in a Tyler Perry thing, but that was before Tyler really became
Who's
Tyler.
Oh, yeah, what I mean,
I know what you meant.
Yeah.
I was just saying that.
This is my song to you, Patreon. Even though this is a
I
little bit
was
about
in the right key.
Yeah, you got perfect pitch.
Man. Hey.
This Josh put me on. Josh is my key to great music. Literally, almost every artist I've ever in the last 5 years has been Josh's recommendation.
I can believe it.
I might have found Tom Misch without his help. That's about it. But literally,
I was
everybody
on Tom Misch.
I mean, this
she's
song.
so talented, man.
Ain't she, though?
And we be listening to music. They be like, they don't be tripping.
They like, we like it.
85 South. Lil Duval gave me a shout out today.
That's what I heard.
I totally forgot. He said he liked the type of Christian I am. Who would have thunk?
Baby, I'm a little fed up. Hey.
I listened to this on tour for a whole year.
It's that flight vibe.
Oh, it's a great flight album.
Just to
You just
relax
put it
your
on and just R&B and me in flights. I'd be in heaven.
That was King that I let you hear before. That's what I would used to listen to in flights.
So good.
Hey.
You focus on me. Come on, choir. Baby, can you focus
Hey.
on me?
Mm.
Body roll in your seat. When I'm alone.
I don't want to give up.
You better harmonize with her. Angel. How do you know to do that?
What?
To harmonize. How do you tell your voice where to go?
The same way you do.
I don't know where. I just be making noise. I'm genuinely surprised if I ever sound good.
It was something I worked on.
It's what?
It was something I had to work on.
You practice it. I'm amazed with good harmonizers and blenders. Because you know where you need to.
Yeah.
You're here.
I literally practice like crazy. Because my mother is not a singer. And I don't believe my dad is either.
Focus on me.
Oh,
Man,
come on.
such a good song.
Can you focus?
Huh. Such a beautiful voice.
Baby,
Can't you see?
Can't you see?
I just wanna love you, babe.
Wanna love your crew. Yes.
on,
Gabby.
that run.
That's Gabby. That's big Gab energy. All right, y'all. I gotta pee. I gotta piss.
Yeah.
And I gotta run some errands. These people are emailing me. I was supposed to send a video to VidCon yesterday, and I forgot.
Oopsies.
And they've been emailing the crap out of me. If you're coming to the show tonight, I'll see you there. Stage crew code. I posted it today. If you're not, never feel like I'm forcing you. I'm simply reminding you that you have this available to you. That's all. That's all. If you don't come, no hard feelings. Your Patreon is always more than enough. We will see you on Tuesday.